What's up, guys? We're live. We have probably the best card of all time tomorrow, UFC 300. We got Jamal Hill versus Alex Pereira. Joining me is one of my best friends. We got Ant Rojas. Ant.
What's up, everybody? Nice to meet you. We talk daily about MMA, so just glad to do it on stream with you guys.
All right, man. Sorry, I screwed up some real quick. Yeah, dude. How do you like this card? Be honest. Rate it from out of 10.
It's not going to get much better than this. I mean, I would say 9.5, to be honest. The only thing that it's missing is like a larger than life celebrity, like a Conor McGregor, Israel Adesanya, just a huge star. That's like the only thing it doesn't happen. It doesn't have. What do you think?
I think it's the best card of all time. I mean, honestly, there's been a lot of good cards, but it just sacked. Like the first fight of the night is a main event fight. Like, so let's be honest, Davison versus Cody's a main event fight.
Yeah.
Something just feels like it's gonna be some. I feel like tomorrow's gonna be a crazy, man. This is a crazy event. We're gonna see a lot of crazy finishes. Hopefully, we don't see a lot of decisions unless it's like a fight of the night type of fight. But yeah, man, I got 4 bets in this fight or on this card, and let's dive right into it, man. So first fight of the night, we got Cody Garbrandt versus Davison Figgy. And who do you have in this fight?
So I got the fight odds, minus 310 for Figgy and 260, plus 260 for No Love. Honestly, not enough juice for Cody, so I got to go Figgy by KO. I'm going to say round 1, too. I think it's going to happen fast, dude. What do you think?
I'm not going to lie, man. I see a lot of people picking Cody here, man, because I will be honest. I think the line is a little steep. I mean, Davison, yeah, he beat Rob Font, all that stuff. But let's be honest, he really didn't look the best. Like, he won every round, but I mean, he didn't really do much besides hurting him, Like, he doesn't throw a lot. I feel like Cody's going to throw a little more volume.
Yep.
But it's just the chin. Cody's chin is probably the worst chin of all time. I definitely think Davison has the better ground game. I don't think Cody. I mean, if Cody shoots, I could see Davison choking him out with that guillotine he has. So, but it all comes down to that chin, and I think Davison's just going to be a lot faster and hit harder. And it's really hard to trust that chin. And Cody's had a lot of back problems. Just so much stuff going on, man. Like he has not looked the same since the Dominic Cruz fight. So I'm gonna go with Davison Figgy with the KO as well.
Well, you got a round?
I think he knocks him out in the first round. So we got my boy Jimmy in the chat. He said he bet Cody via decision. What odds did you get, Jimmy? So one of my good friends, everyone knows him in here, on that watching my videos. Kelton, he has a big bet on Davison. So let's see what happens. But we both picked Davison to get the win. So next fight, man, we got Bobby Green, Jim Miller. I'll start off first with this one. This is a great fight, man. I've been going back and forth. So before I looked into it, I picked Jim Miller, and then I watched tape, and I was like, man, dude, Bobby Green could definitely win this fight because he's so much faster. Jim Miller's one of the slowest guys in the division, and one reason why I wanted to pick Bobby here is because Jim Miller losing to Fernandez, Alex Hernandez, that's a bad look, dude. Like, I mean, look at the run that Alex Hernandez has been on lately, man. He looks like the worst fighter in the UFC. So the fact that Jim Miller lost a decision to him, and I bet Jim Miller there, I thought it was a close fight, but I mean, I do think Alex won the fight. It all comes down to the speed advantage for Bobby Green, in my opinion. I mean, I think Bobby's going to be a lot faster out there, but something's just telling me that Jim Miller's going to get it done, dude, for UFC 300. I don't know how he's going to get it done. He's definitely not going to – I don't think he can submit Bobby Green. I think it's going to be a very good fight. I don't think he can knock out Bobby Green. I think it's going to be a fight of the night type, and I think Jim Miller's going to edge out a 29-28 decision. But I'm not confident in betting him. But I do think there's something just telling me in my gut that Jim Miller's going to get it done. What do you think?
That makes a lot of sense. Looks like plus 155 for Jim Miller, and then Bobby Green is minus 180. I think that's a little generous to Bobby Green. I don't think he's a minus 180 favorite on anyone in the lightweight division. Top 15, if I'm being honest. But looking at their Tapology and their Sherdog, Bobby Green never gets choked out. I mean, even I thought that Islam choked him out, and no, it was a TKO ground and pound. Jim Miller hardly ever knocks anyone out, so it just doesn't make sense to me to bet on anything but a Jim Miller by sub. If you're going for Jim Miller, I'm thinking that Bobby's going to 29-28 decision for Bobby.
Okay, let's do it. Yeah, dude. I mean, the first 2 fights, man, both these fights could be a main event. It's crazy, dude. So next fight, go ahead. Anything else you want to say?
I think every fight on this card, every single fight can be at least a main or a co-main. The weakest one, maybe like a Bo Nickal, could be like a co-main of like a regular pay-per-view, and most people wouldn't be upset with that.
100%. Next fight, man. This is probably the worst fight on the card to a lot of people, but I'm very intrigued in it because I got my first bet on the night. We got Jessica Andrade versus Marina Rodriguez, and you guys know me for a long time. I'm a big Jessica Andrade fade. I fade her a lot. I do think that she's probably one of the most exciting fighters to ever do it for women, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But she's just a fade, man. And the thing with Andrade is that she's a brawler and she's going to hit like a truck and all that stuff. But she's fighting a girl that is a lot better on the feet, in my opinion. And with Marina Rodriguez, I feel like to beat her, you got to take her down. And I just don't see Andrade having the grappling. Maybe she'll take her down once, but I don't think that she has the grappling to control her on the mat, submit her. I can see Marina even taking her down maybe late. But let's be honest, it's a striker versus striker fight. And I think Marina's just way more technical, man. I think technical over brawl any day of the week. And I think that she's very good in the clinch. I think that she has good boxing. She has good knees. And she's going to be a lot faster. And kind of like the Yan Xiaonan fight, man. I think that's going to go down like that. I think Marina's going to knock her out. And I just think that she's too much for her on the feet. I get it. She's a little older, but I still think Marina Rodriguez is good enough to beat a brawler, Jessica Andrade, in my opinion. So first bet of the night, I got 3 units, plus 110, Marina Rodriguez. Who do you got in this fight?
Yeah, I was thinking, I'm glad that you brought up the Yan Xiaonan versus Jessica Andrade, because that was the fight I was thinking about when this fight was signed. Right now, we got minus 130 for Jessica Andrade and plus 110 for Marina Rodriguez. I think this is probably the closest odds that I think they got right, but I'd have to go with Marina Rodriguez as well, too, at plus 110 if I was a betting man. Just slick striking. The only thing you could say is that she doesn't have a lot of power, but she's more of like a Max Holloway volume striker at strawweight. She's going to have better cardio, better speed, better crispier striking. She doesn't have the power advantage. Yeah, the only way that Andrade can win is like a flash KO or a wrestle fuck. I don't think that's going to happen. So definitely plus 110, Marina Rodriguez. I'm going with that as well too.
I'm a big Mackenzie Dern fan, but let's be honest, man. Like, she's just not that good, dude. I don't know what happened. I think ever since she got rid of Jason Perillo, man, she's been looking bad and bad. And I went back and watched that fight against Andrade. She actually landed some good shots on the feet. So a Dern who has no striking at all is landing like strikes on the feet. Like, come on, man. Marina Rodriguez is like one of the most technical fighters in the division. So I think Andrade has to go out there and take her down, because if not, she's gonna get picked apart pretty bad. So let's get it, Marina. Next fight, I think this is one of the, honestly, the best fights in the night. It is. We got Jalen Turner versus Renato Moicano. And who do you have in this fight?
Ooh, we got minus 230 Jalen Turner versus Money Moicano plus 195, I believe. Oh, man. Like you said, could be a fight of the night, potential fight of the night candidate. I think Jalen Turner is just too long and too powerful, man. Yeah, he's minus 230 for a reason. I kind of agree with that. I don't think that's disrespectful to Moicano at all. But yeah, I'm going to go Jalen Turner by decision, 29-28 or 30-27, to be honest. What about you?
Wow, man, that's a ballsy pick right there, picking him by decision. You know what, man? I do like Moicano. I like everything that he says on the mic. I think he's a good fighter, but we saw a lot of holes in his game last fight. Let's be honest. Drew Dober, I mean, I bet on him there, so it kind of sucks talking about it, but Dober should have won that fight, man. I mean, he did a stupid lateral throw that he hit in the second round, which is sick. But I don't know why you're even trying to take a guy down like Moicano, man. Like, you're so much better on the feet. And with Jalen Turner, his debut, man, like, got knocked out against Luke. Me and you have known about him for a long time because he's from the Inland Empire. So, like, he's probably the biggest dude in the division.
Mm-hmm.
He's been, one thing I want to say is he's been improving a lot, dude. I know a lot of people have been talking about that Dan Hooker fight and all that stuff, but come on, Moicano does not have a Hooker chin, dude, at all. I think Jalen Turner's going to knock him out within the first 2 minutes. I think his boxing is too good. It's too fast. Moicano's chinny. Moicano is a dog. He is a good fighter. I'm not saying he's not, but come on, man. I don't think that chin's going to be able to – I think Moicano could get him down for sure, but I think Turner can get right back up. I just think Turner's just going to annihilate him, man. So I got Jalen Turner, Mateo.
What happened? Doing wrestling. So, I mean – doesn't get much better than Gamrot,
Yeah, Gamrot has that chin, dude. Moicano does not have that chin. Gamrot has one of the best chins in the game. So,
Yeah.
yeah, we both got Turner.
And another thing, at weigh-ins right now, Jalen Turner looked a little bit slimmed down, in my opinion. Looks like he's just, he's always kind of like Skeletor, but he just looks like he's got his weight under control. Didn't look too sunken in today. I think that's going to play a huge factor tomorrow too, as well.
Yeah, we all have. It looks like we have the same picks, but I mean, I already know. We're gonna have some different picks coming up pretty shortly. So, first fight of the prelims, man. God, I mean, what a fight, man. We got Sodiq Yusuff versus Diego Lopez. I mean, you can say Lopes. I mean, let's be honest, man. I remember when Diego Lopez fought on Contender Series, man, and he lost. He didn't even really look that good. It's crazy, man, how he's came from then. Like the Mobzar fight. I mean, winning a round against arguably the second best fighter in the division. Man, this is a good fight because I will admit, Sodiq is a good fighter. I'm not saying he's not. It's just it was a very bad look what happened last fight against Edson. I mean, he looked great in the first round, but he gassed. And I get this a 3-round fight, but come on, guys. Diego Lopez's cardio is going to be a lot better here, in my opinion. I think Sodiq's the better striker, but I do think that Diego's gonna hit a little harder on the feet. Like I think Sodiq's more technical on the feet for sure, but I think the ground game is where it's the mismatch. I think Diego has a way better ground game. I think Diego can get him down and it's over. I think Diego's more durable. I think Sodiq's gonna be a little faster and has better boxing, but it's just Diego hits like a truck and Diego's gonna walk him down and give no fucks. And I think Diego can just pressure him and hurt him on the feet. And if either one gets a takedown, I mean, even if Sodiq shoots, like, come on, dude, you're dumb. You're shooting one of the best ground games in the division. So I think they're going to brawl on the feet, and I think Diego's going to get him down and get him out of there, man. So I got Diego by sub. What do you got?
I'm gonna say right now that this is going to be a fight of the night, one of two. Because I mean, Max Holloway versus Justin Gage, that doesn't count. That's going to be fight of the night no matter what. This is going to be the other fight of the night. Diego Lopez minus 135, Sodiq Yusuff plus 115. 3-rounder, like we said. Edson Barbosa loss was a bad look, and Sodiq always gasses. It wasn't just because it was a 5-rounder. He always gasses in the 3rd round. Lopez is going to be walking forward. He's going to be throwing heat. If it gets to the floor, he's going to scramble. He's going to gas out Sodiq. I think he's going to KO him by end of round 2. I'll say Diego Lopez KO round 2. Let's do it.
Yeah, man, it sucks. I wish I would have got plus money, man. He's been the favorite all week. I wanted to bet him. I really did, but I'm like, man, I really wanted plus money on him, so I'm going to stay away because it's a really good fight. Like Sodiq is a good fighter for sure, but it's Diego's time right now. I think it's just like you got to ride the money train. Diego's just like on a tear right now, man. So, and if he gets this win, I hope he gets like a Bryce Mitchell because I mean, actually, I want the Dan Ige fight. That'd be a good fight because that's a really tough test. I think Diego wins that fight, but I feel like Ige's been beating a lot of good people, man.
Yeah, he's just got more ways to win. He's got power in both hands. He's got technical grappling. He can win a decision. Sodiq, he's got flash KO, possibly eke out a decision. I don't really see him having any success on the ground.
He's chinny too. He's chinny. I don't like that chin, and his cardio is not the best in my opinion. So
yeah, he's gonna snatch a leg or he's gonna KO you. Either way.
100%. Next fight, we got Holloway Holm versus Kayla Harrison. I'm gonna be honest, I really don't care about this fight. Who do you have in this fight?
We got Kayla Harrison at minus 460 and Holly Holm at plus 360. If I was a betting man, I'd probably put like a half a unit on Holly Holm just because that number is insane. But I'm going Kayla Harrison minus 460. She's going to do it by sub.
Yeah,
we'll say first or second round.
We already seen what Miesha Tate did to her. I mean, Miesha Tate's one of the pioneers in the sport and a legend in my opinion. But I mean, now you got a younger Kayla Harrison who is probably a lot stronger than Miesha Tate. I don't even know how she made 135. So, yeah, I got Kayla Harrison all day in this matchup. Am I betting it at the current line? No.
9-year difference in age too. Holly Holm's 42. Kayla Harrison's 33. It's her first UFC fight. She has elbows to her disposal on ground as well too. That's never been seen before. She's gonna freaking kill her.
Yeah, Kayla Harrison for the win. Next fight, my second bet of the night. We got Calvin Kattar versus Aljamain Sterling. I got Calvin Kattar at plus 155. I think this is a good matchup for him. I do know, but I do realize that, he hasn't fought in a while. He got hurt, in the Arnold Allen fight. But, man, dude, I just feel like he's so much bigger than him. And another thing, too, which is a stat that I dug when I was watching tape, is that he has 91% takedown defense, and I get it. He hasn't fought like the best grapplers, but Zabit is a very good grappler, and he took him down one time in the third round. You go back and watch that fight. If that was a 5-round fight, Kattar would have won that fight, but obviously it doesn't mean anything with this fight. But this is a pure striker versus grappler matchup. I mean, I think Aljo has no business going to 145. I mean, that chin, like, he just got knocked out stiff last fight. Now he's fighting one of the best boxers in the division. I mean, I feel like he's going to have to go out there and try to hump his leg. And I feel like he could get Kattar down for sure. But Kattar has a great get-up game, man. I think Cater's just going to gas him out, personally. I think the cardio advantage is huge for Kattar. I think the striking advantage is huge. I think Aljo might be a little faster, but, like, Aljo's striking sucks, man. He has kicks, and that's it. Once Kattar lands on that chin with that straight right and that jab, I mean, let's be honest, man. Kattar has one of the best jabs in the UFC, 100%. I know Strickland's jabs are, like, number one, but Kattar's jab's nasty, dude. I think it's a good matchup for Kattar, man. I think Kattar's going to go out there, and I think he's going to knock him out. I really do. So I got Kattar by a knockout in the second round.
See, I thought this was going to be the first fight where we disagree. We got Aljo at -160, Kattar at +140. Two of Aljo's biggest strengths at 35 are now gone. His size, his physical strength, and his length. Both of those don't exist at 45 for him. So he's basically given up, a lot to earn a little bit of more cardio, a little bit more of his chin, probably make his life at home easier. Calvin Kattar, he's been gone for 2 years, essentially. I mean, he had that fight with Arnold Allen, tore his knee. Before that, he got his shit rocked by Max for a long time. He dismantled Giga. He's still a fighter. He's still a dog. He's from Boston. He's gonna bring it. I think he's gonna beat Aljo Sterling as well too. +140, can't pass that up.
Hell yeah, dog. So, man, dude, what a fight we got next. We got Jiri Prochazka versus Alexander Rakic. Who do you got in this fight, man?
Dude, honestly, this is the most 50-50 fight on the entire card. I think this is one of the could possibly be one of the more exciting fights on the card just because of Jiri. Prochazka, he walks forward. He's like a 205 Justin Gage. Just throwing whatever he can to land. Rakic, on the other hand, is boring. He's a wrestle fucker, but he's good. He's so good. Personally, I'm gonna say Jiri just because he's got 3 rounds to kind of do his work. But an Alexander Rakic decision at 29-28 wouldn't surprise me at all either. What about you?
Man, I've had a very tough time in this fight. I've been going back and forth because Rakic is definitely a lot more technical than Jiri. Jiri hits harder. You watch that Pereira fight, Jiri won the first round on all 3 judges' scorecards. I mean, Jiri was tagging him up on the feet. He took him down, which is kind of crazy. Mm-hmm. And the second round, Jiri was doing good too until, he got hurt and finished. And was it a bad stoppage? No, I think Pereira would end up winning anyways. But the thing with Jiri is that, man, he actually has a really good chin. I know he gets hurt in a lot of his fights, but he's durable, dude. And Rakic, man, you go back and watch that Devin Clark fight, man. You're getting dropped against Devin Clark. That's like one of the worst jobbers of all time in the division, in my opinion. So that goes in the back of my mind. Like, Ratchet's definitely going to be landing good weight kicks. He has better grappling, but I just don't. It's just something about him too, man. I think Jiri's going to be losing this fight until he wins. So I got Jiri knocking him out. I think Ratchet's going to be looking really good, like a -300 favorite. He's going to be picking him apart. And all of a sudden, the chaos is going to come, and Jiri's going to knock him out with like some crazy spinning back or something like that. So yeah, I got Jiri knocking him out. So main event, guys, or main card. First fight of the main card, we got Bo Nickal. Cody Brundage. I'm going to make this very short and sweet. I got Bo Nickal all day. I know one of my good friends who as well because I've talked to you about him, Clint, has a bet on Cody Brundage, which is kind of crazy, man. But he hit Cody Brundage in the first round. He bet Cody Brundage in the first round 2 bets in a row against Zacharias. Hit that. And then he also bet Cody Brundage by first round KO against who did he get a first round? The Malkoon, the DQ stuff, which is insane. So, yeah, dude, I don't see Cody Brundage winning this fight. I actually think Bo Nickal's going to knock him out. I think Bo Nickal is going to take him down and just pound him out. So I got Bo Nickal, first round KO. Who do you got?
Bo Nickal -1600 versus Cody Brundage +850. We're like, I think 4 or 5 fights into his UFC career. Is it, Justin?
What'd you say?
Is this Bo Nickal's 4th or 5th fight?
I'm trying to think.
Or is it 6th? Either way, we're that deep in.
A lot, yeah.
He's minus 1,600 still. I get Clint because there's a ton of money to possibly be made. MMA, it's anything can happen. So I could see a Cody Brundage KO. Do I think it's personally happen? No way. I think Bo Nickel will go through some adversity. I think he might get stuffed for 1 or 2 times, but then after his chain wrestling comes in, I think he's going to ground and pound him or sub him. There's just no way that Brundage can survive 15 minutes with him.
Yeah, man. I really want to see Bo Nickel get tested, though. Like, let's be honest right now. Like, if Bo Nickel fought Fluffy, okay, tomorrow, who do you have? Like, what do you line the fight? Like, let's be honest. Like, I'm gonna be straight up with you right now. I'd probably go with Fluffy. I don't know, man, if Bo could, like, Bo's a good fighter, and I think he's gonna go far, but he hasn't been tested, and he's so green, and you're like, how's he gonna beat Fluffy? Is he gonna out-grapple Fluffy? I don't think so. So
that one's more 50-50. I think it's a huge step up, but I could see Nickel still pulling it off. But that's a huge what if. I'm not 100% certain. I'm pretty 100% certain that Cody Brundage is going to win tomorrow. I can't say the same about Fluffy versus Nickel. So
let's give him Piper next. I mean, I know Piper's kind of a jobber, but like Piper's still way better than Cody Brundage, let's be honest.
It's a good step up. Yeah. Or maybe a Jack Hermanson.
Yeah, that'd be a good fight.
That'd be a good fight.
I mean, I got Bo Nickel there, but that's a good fight. All right, man. This next fight, I'm not gonna lie, I've been going back and forth, and the odds are crazy. We got Charles the Bronx Oliveira versus Arman Tsarukyan. Who do you have in this fight, man?
Dude, so Charles is plus 190. I had no idea the odds had swung that far in Arman's favor. Arman's minus 225, bro. Just the same as DP versus Benoit Saint Denis. You got to go with Charles. He's been there before. He's held the belt. He's still a killer. Plus 190. I think that Arman's going to win, but at plus 190, I can't pass that up. Charles all day. Let's go.
We have all the same picks so far, don't we?
You got Arman or Charles?
I got Arman. So this is the first one. Okay, this is the first one. Yeah, man, I got to go with Arman because this is the thing. I think if Arman takes him down, I feel like Arman's not going to be like – all these guys are afraid to fall Arman to the ground. Like with Dustin Poirier, Gage, the same thing. But like if you give DeBronx a lot of time on the feet, you're going to lose because DeBronx is one of the best strikers in the division. But I feel like Tsarukyan's going to give no fucks out there and just take him down and kind of just like pound him out, control him. And I get it. Tsarukyan got hurt against Joaquin Silva and all that stuff. And Tsarukyan's a good fighter, man. I think there's something about him, man. I think he can beat Makhachev. I know they, had a good fight the first time, but I got to go with Tsarukyan. I think he's a better fighter. I think he's going to hurt DeBronx on the feet. And I think he's going to get him down and kind of control him or submit him or, pound him out on the mat. So I got Arman. It sucks because I'm a big DeBronx fan, but I got to go with Arman. Next fight, here we go. Probably, wow, man. This is crazy. We're watching this fight right now. We got Justin Gage, Max Holloway. Third bet for me, Max Holloway. And, man, this is a topic that I've been hearing a lot of people all week, man, especially like a lot of people. Oh, well, you go back and watch Dustin Poirier fight. Dustin Poirier is going to do the same thing that Justin Gage is going to do here. Dustin won the first 3 rounds. The last 2 rounds, Max won. And I actually bet Dustin in that fight at like plus 185. I feel like this is a different matchup, man, because Max hasn't fought at lightweight, man, in 5 years. And that was on short notice. This is the first time that he's actually had a full training camp. He's sparring again. He looks like he's bulked up, man. He actually looks a lot bigger than Gage. I'm not going to underestimate Gage. Gage is a dog. He's one of the best fighters in the division. He's great, man. But Max has a lot of advantages in this fight, I feel like. Gage has more power for sure, but the speed is going to be big for Max. The volume's going to be big for Max. I think Max has better boxing. I think the leg kicks for Justin is going to be a red flag for Max. We're going to see how Max deals with that because Gage's leg kicks are nasty. But, man, dude, I got the younger fighter, man. It's really hard to trust. I feel like Max is more durable than Gage, too. Max has never been finished. Max has never even been dropped. Gage has been knocked out twice. And, he gets hurt in every fight. I think Max is going to have a little more power in this weight class. And I feel like this is a 5-round fight, man. Come on, man. Max is going to land so much volume, dude. I feel like this could go to decision, and it's going to be one of those fights where Max lands like 100 more. I think Max is going to hurt Gage. I'm not saying Max is going to go out there and knock him out early because Gage is going to be the better fighter early for sure. I'm going to be nervous the first couple rounds. But I just think the volume's going to take over, and I think Max is going to get him out of there, man. I feel like Max should stay at this division. This is his division, I feel like, at 155. Can he beat Islam? No. Can he beat Tsarukyan? Probably not. But can he beat Gage right now? Yeah, I think he can. So, and look at the odds right now, dude. He's like plus 120 right now, man. And it pains me because I got plus 145, and he was like plus 185 at one point, like the day before. Yeah. So it sucks I didn't get that. But I got Max Holloway, man. And he's going to be have that title, the BMF. So Max Holloway, who do you got?
Justin Gaethje right now is minus 146. Max at plus 126. I actually agree with these odds. A lot of people are looking at the DP versus Max Holloway fight. Like you said, that's on short notice. I think he had 12 days to prepare. He looked pretty rough today at weigh-ins. I'm talking about Max. So it looks like he put on some weight, and he still had to cut a huge amount today. But we've disagreed about this fight since it was signed. I have Gaethje going, since it was signed at the very beginning. Max gets hit a lot. He's been in a lot of wars. He usually takes one to give one. You can't do that with Justin Gaethje. Justin Gaethje will get hit. He will get stunned. He might get chicken legs. He might get swarmed. DP almost lost that fight against Max Holloway in the third round. He was getting swarmed on the fence, and I think the round ended, saved him. But I think Max has been finished one time by Dustin Poirier at 140 when they fought at 145, and it was a submission. So I mean, it hasn't been finished in a long time. But I think tomorrow's the day. I'm not looking forward to it. This is a great fight on paper. Just two guys who walk forward, throw. This is a striker's delight. It's not going to be boring at all. It's going to be fight of the night, guaranteed. Unless someone gets KO'd super early, it's going to be violent. But yeah, I got Gaethje on this one.
I don't know if you're going to agree with me on this, but I actually think that Dustin Poirier is more durable than Justin Gaethje. I really do.
He is 100%.
So, and like Dustin Poirier is a dog, man. Like Max, that was such a good fight. I just think that, man, I just think the volume, bro, and the speed. And Max's boxing, dude, like, he's going to throw so much, man. If he doesn't get knocked out, man, early, I feel like he's just going to break a guy like Gaethje. Because Gaethje has good cardio. I'm not going to say he doesn't. Definitely does. But does he have better cardio than Max? No. 100% no. Dustin's cardio is always good, though. But, I mean, Dustin was gassing, too, in that fight, bro. Yeah. The pace. Max is just, like, he's just going to be there, man. And, So, and then let's talk about grappling-wise. Obviously, like, I don't see that happening. But I will have to say but. I could see maybe Justin shooting like a sloppy takedown and getting choked out because let's be honest, Max does have the better jiu-jitsu, 100%. Max has a better ground game, 100%. And he's going to be bigger than Justin too. I'm not saying Max is going to out-grapple him. Like he's not going to go out there and shoot. Nah, but like, would you be surprised if Justin went out there and like got hurt and then took him down, like tried to shoot and then got guillotined? No.
I would be surprised. I think these guys are going to go out on their fucking shields. There's no way either of them shooting for a takedown. If someone's shooting for a takedown, that means they're super rocked. And like, that's like the last ditch effort. And they're getting an uppercut to the face as they shoot for that takedown. But yeah, Max does have the better grappling. I don't think it's going to get to that. I think, strikers.
Yeah, let's get it, man. Third bet of the night for me, Max Holloway plus 145, 3 units. Next fight. This is a good fight, man. We got Weili. Am I even saying this right? Weili Zhang versus Yan Xiaonan.
Yeah, Zhang Weili versus Yan Xiaonan. Yeah.
This is a good fight, and I'm not gonna lie, man. You know that I've been on Yan Xiaonan, for a long time, and I like her, man. And the odds are crazy. She's like plus 400 here.
Yeah.
I really want to bet her, but I'm gonna pass, and I'm gonna end up picking the champ. I just think that the grappling's gonna be the difference because I want to pick the better striker, but then I go back and watch the Carlos Esparza fight, and I'm like, whoa, you're getting pounded out against a girl with no power. But hold on real quick. She moved, she went to alpha male and she's looked better, but still, she was still in some bad holes against Mackenzie Dern. So I think Jan's way better on the feet. I just think the champ's way better on the mat. So I'm going to go with the champ here, man. I think that she's just going to be too strong for her, I think, on the mat. So who do you got?
Yeah, I'll give you credit. You've been on Jan for a long time. I've hated Jan ever since she almost fucking subbed herself. That one fight, I forget which fight that was. Was that the Esparza fight?
Angela Hill?
Yes, yeah. She almost like armbarred herself, and so I've hated Yan Xiaonan from that point on. Then she fought Carla Esparza. You bet her I believe, and Carla Esparza. She defended 0 takedowns in that fight against Esparza. I think Wei Li. I think she's got better wrestling now than Carla Esparza. She showed that in their title fight. So yeah, minus 510 for Zhang Wei Li and plus 385 for Yan Xiaonan. Yo, Yan by KO is juicy. If money line is plus 385, Yan by KO is probably like plus 500, plus 400, plus 450. I can see that. Because that's possible. Rose knocked her out, so she's not. It's a possibility. But yeah, I think I would be very surprised if Yan wins tomorrow. So I'm gonna go with Zhang Weili. Let's go.
All right, man. The best fight of the card, the main event. This is what we all are looking forward to. We got Jamal Hill, Alex Pereira. I'm gonna let you go first. Who you got?
I've been going back and forth on this fight since it was signed. A lot of people I feel like are disrespecting Jamal Hill. I understand why. He is terrible on Twitter. He's terrible to fans. He's an awesome fighter. If you like fighting, he is action packed. He always moves forward, sick footwork, power in both hands. He's basically like a 225-pound Justin Gaethje or a Max Holloway with power. Like he's just crazy. KOs everyone. I'm getting Volk versus Topuria vibes. Everyone was saying, "Oh my God, Topuria couldn't even KO Josh Emmett," and then he goes and KOs Volk in round 2. A lot of people are saying, "Oh, Jamal couldn't even kill Glover, 42-year-old Glover," but he's got stone for hands. Unfortunately, I got to go with Chama, Alex Pereira, minus 130. Jamal's at plus 110. The only reason I'm picking Alex is because Achilles injuries are fucking nasty, dude. That's like the only what if. If that even hinders Jamal a little bit, his only chance is by a flash KO. But if he's fully recovered, I'm going to say this fight's 50-50. I might even lean more towards Jamal if he's fully 100%.
Yeah, I think you already know who I have. That's my last bet. I got Jamal Hill, 3 units, plus 120. I've bet on him a lot, man. I bet on him pretty much every fight. I bet on him against Paul Craig. I mean, I bet on him, literally every fight. I bet on him on Contender Series too. I mean, this is probably one of my favorite fighters of all time, man. I mean, I said every Contender Series, I'm like, dude, you got to watch out for this kid. This guy's good. Yeah. And I know you don't like him on Twitter and all that stuff. It's all about the fight. Who cares about all that? But I mean, I met him before, and he was a very nice guy to me. But yeah, man, this is the thing. We've been talking about it for a long time. If he shows up, and the keyword's if he shows up how he was looking before the injury, he's going to win. Yeah. It's all about the injury. But, I even saw today in the interview, he was talking about if he about the 301, like, would you want to fight on that card? And he was saying he doesn't care and all that stuff. Like he would, he looks like he's ready, man. He really does. We're going to find out in the first 5 seconds of the fight if his footwork and all that stuff's there. But I just think that if everything's good, which, I'm hoping and I think is, it's a bad matchup for Alex Pereira, man, because everyone's saying that Pereira is a better striker and all this stuff. And I will admit he is a great kickboxer. He has really good kicks, but I think Jamal Hill's the better fighter. I think Jamal Hill's striking is just on a different level, man. I think his boxing is so good at his pace, his pressure, his volume, his cardio. If Jamal doesn't get knocked out, then he's going to win. He's going to break a guy like Pereira. And Pereira, let's be honest, durable-wise, I mean, Jamal's way more durable. Jamal's never even been dropped, dude. He's been dropped in the regional scene once, but, I mean, Pereira's, been hurt in some fights. And the Izzy Adesanya fight, you're getting knocked out against a middleweight like that who does not have a lot of power, in my opinion. And now you're fighting Jamal Hill, who hits like a truck and is a lot better than Adesanya. I just think that, look at what happened to Johnny Walker. I know Johnny Walker's been knocked out 100 times, but the way he got knocked out, that was an ugly punch he threw and just hit him in the top of the forehead and he got smoked. I think Jamal he's just a different breed, dude. And, I love the volume, man, and just the speed. I feel like Jamal has a lot of ways to win this fight. So if he shows up how he did before the injury, he's going to win. And I haven't even talked about the grappling yet, because if he wants to fight smart, he's going to shoot takedowns just to mess with Alex.
Yeah, first round.
And if he gets him down, I mean, it's over, dude. He can pound him out. If he gets him down, it's over. What he did against Glover, that was impressive, man. I mean, swept him, got on top, and everyone wants to talk about the Paul Craig fight. He never even tapped. He still won the fight. Like, you got to give him a lot of credit, man. Jamal Hill's a dog, dude. Yeah. And he's a pressure fighter. Pereira backs up a lot. Watch the Yuri fight. Yuri was backing up the whole fight, dude. But you know what Jamal Hill and Yuri have a huge difference in is the durability, dude. And Jamal doesn't get hit a lot either, man.
Yeah, he's got slick defense.
Yeah.
It's just the injury. That's a huge injury.
It is. It's a big injury, but he's still young and stuff, and he has a big youth advantage here as well. So, I'm really excited for this fight, but obviously I'm betting on. I think that it's not going to matter here. So I think Jamal Hill, and still because he never lost a belt, he vacated it, and I don't think anyone's going to beat him in the division, dude. I think Jamal Hill is that guy. I think that he's just going to be. You know, if he goes out there and they just brawl and stuff, then yeah, dude, he deserves to lose because if they brawl in the pocket, I mean, come on, dude. But the reason why Jamal's so good is his footwork. That's his best game, and the ACL injury could come in there. We'll see, but you know, he's long. He has great boxing, good kicks. Pereira has the better kicks, but does Pereira have the better hands than Jamal? No, he doesn't.
No, I would say Alex Pereira's got the better 8 limbs, but Jamal's got the better 2 fists, you know. He's got good kicks too. He's a southpaw, which gives Pereira some trouble because he struggles against southpaws. That's what Izzy was in when he KO'd him. I believe Jamal's Achilles that was injured is his left foot, so that's going to be in the back. That's going to be on the backside. It's not going to be open to calf kicks. So yeah, I would say Jamal's got the better hands for sure.
It's a good fight, man. It's kind of like what I was telling you earlier, dude. He's like one of my money trains. I'm going to keep on betting him until the wheels fall off. So I got Jamal Hill, and I think he's going to knock him out. And I do think we might see – I don't know if he's going to go out there and take him down, but I think he's going to go out there and at least threat the takedown.
Yes.
Because he should, because Pereira knows that Jamal Hill's ground game is really good, man. Look what he just did the fucking Clover, dude. Yeah. He swept a legit black belt and got on top, and that was nasty, dude. So – yeah, dude. We're gonna find out, honestly, in my opinion, when they're walking out tomorrow, who's gonna win. I feel like remember when Sean fought Aljo? Like the confidence that Sean had, that was like, okay, I knew, dude, when I was watching that. I know I'm biased, I bet on him, but I knew. I'm like, okay, Sean got it, dude. He just has that swagger, dude. And Aljo's like looks so scared. But the weigh-in today, they both looked ready. Jamal looked ready. Alex looked ready. Look what Jamal's playing mind games with him, bringing that thing. I like that, dude. So, you know, and obviously. Pereira looks a little bigger than Jamal Hill, which is kind of crazy. He's moving up to 205.
He does.
So, but I don't want to hear anyone say Jamal's fat. Jamal looks in great shape, dude. He looks like he's in the best shape. Jamal has a little stomach. Who cares? He's still fast, and he still has way better cardio than Pereira will ever have. So, yeah, that's it, man. Let's do a little recap on our picks, and then I want you to tell me who you think is going to get the performance in the nights.
Yeah, for sure.
Do a rundown real quick on your picks.
All right, so I'll start from bottom to top. I got Figgy by KO, first round. Bobby Green by decision. Marina Rodriguez by decision. Jalen Turner, I'm going to go decision. Maybe 30, 27, 29, 28. Diego Lopez, Kayla Harrison, Cater, Yiri, Nickal, Charles, Gaethje, Zhang Weili, and Chama, Alex Pereira.
All right, man. And then recap of mine, we got Jamal, we got Weili, we got Max, we got Tsarukyan, we got Nickal. And then prelims, we got Yuri, we got Cater, we got Harrison, we got Lopez, we got Turner, we got Rodriguez, Miller, and Davison. So you don't have Twitter. I mean, this is, like Twitter's huge for like my YouTube and like UFC stuff. So, I mean, maybe you should make one. I don't know. It's up to you. But if you want to do this with me like every week, and like I know we have different schedules and stuff, but I mean, I'd be down to like have you as my co-host and stuff and shoot the shit.
I have a Twitter. It's just like
you're never on there.
Years old that I think my last tweet was from like 2010.
Yeah, because this is your first time ever doing a live stream on my channel and like in general talking about UFC, and I thought you killed it. So I think if you want to, do this shit every week, man, let's do it. But I do think you got to make a Twitter because then you can have like people on Twitter hitting you up. Oh, who do you got in this fight? Like stuff like that.
I'll meet you halfway. I'll do the pay-per-views. I'm not doing the fucking, yeah, I know. The Mackenzie Dern versus.
So you're gonna do the pay-per-view in 2 weeks. There's a pay-per-view coming up. Urseg versus Pantoja.
Ooh, yeah. Okay, I'm down. Brazil.
Dude, I hope Urseg wins that. I got Pantoja right now, but I'm gonna look into it because I do like Urseg. But it seems like it's a big step up. But
too big of a step up, man.
Yeah. But
in Rio too. Not even in Australia or USA, in fucking Brazil. He's going into the Lions Den.
Yeah. So quick recap, and then I'm going to ask you for your performance. So yeah, those are our picks. My bets: Rodriguez, Jamal Hill, Kattar, and then Max Holloway. Who do you think are going to get the performance of the nights?
Gaethje versus Max is going to be fight of the night. If they don't get it, I think Diego Lopez versus Sadiq. Two strikers that are just going to bang it out. That's going to be awesome. Just step on the pace. I think Harrison's going to get a sub, or Nickal's going to get a sub. That'll be a sub of the night. And then KO, it's probably going to be an Armin versus Charles. But I could see maybe like a Kattar versus Sterling, or a Figgy versus No Love, something like that.
Let's do it, man. Yeah, I think Jamal Hill's going to get a performance of the night for sure. And I definitely see, the Jez and Max fight. I think Diego Lopez might get one as well. I think he's going to do something crazy and probably like choke his ass out or something like that. So thanks, guys, for tuning in. Please like and subscribe. And then let me know in the comments what you guys have. And is there anything else you want to say, man, before you get out of here?
Nah, man, I'm just ready. Have fun tomorrow, guys. Be safe. I got Justin here in California with me, so we're going to have a good time. We got a house all to ourselves. It's gonna be chill. Let's go.
We're gonna watch all these fights, man. Dude, I can't wait. This is literally like I'm getting goosebumps right now. Oh, one more thing. I already know you're gonna shit on me for this because you always do because you hate Power Slap. But hey, Power Slap's on in like 30 minutes, and I'm not gonna lie, boys. I'm watching that main event. I'm gonna tell you right now. You guys can talk all this shit, but Ryan the King Phillips is gonna win. I actually put $50 on him at plus 110. I bet on him last. Hold on real quick. Ryan the King Phillips, last card he fought, he was like plus 290. And he won, and I bet him too. So I'm betting him again. Ryan King Phillips, Power Slap. I'm trying to think of any hot takes I want to say for like the next cards coming up. You got like a hot take coming up for tomorrow?
No, I got a bet for you. Okay, we'll do Alex Pereira versus Jamal Hill. If you win, I'll get you a Power Slap fucking tank top. If I win, you buy me a UFC shirt. My choice.
Well, I'm already actually bringing you 2 UFC shirts tomorrow. It's kind of like a surprise, but I mean, I got you that two Pride shirts because they don't fit me anymore, and they're gonna fit you. So we can do that. I'm down. Cool. Any hot takes? Yeah, I got a hot take for tomorrow. I got Jamal Hill knocking out Alex Pereira in the first round. There's my hot take. What's yours?
Ooh, I can see it. It could happen. Hot take. Let's see. I'm gonna go. Bobby Green KOs Jim Miller. Round 1.
I can see it. Yeah, I can see it.
It's too fast.
But all right, guys, I'm gonna get out of here and I'm gonna edit our stream, and then big night tomorrow. Good luck to everybody. Peace out.